In the brutal landscapes of World War II, a weapon emerged that struck fear into the hearts of German soldiers, the U.S. 240mm Howitzer. It was not just a cannon, but a monster of steel and fire, designed to shatter the strongest defenses. Its arrival on the battlefield signaled a storm of destruction, a force of nature that no wall or bunker could resist. The howitzer weighed more than 30 tons. Moving it required massive tractors and endless effort, but once positioned, it became the voice of thunder itself. Every shell it fired weighed over 360 pounds. And when it left the barrel, the ground trembled, windows shattered miles away, and the echo rolled across valleys like a distant earthquake. German soldiers described the terror of waiting. First came the boom, deep and distant, then the long whistle in the sky, growing louder, sharper, until the earth itself erupted in a flash of fire and steel. Fortifications that had survived months of battle crumbled within moments. Concrete bunkers, once thought unbreakable, split open like paper under the crushing weight of American firepower. For the American crews, life around the howitzer was exhausting. Dozens of men worked in unison, sweating in mud, snow, and rain, lifting the heavy shells, cleaning the massive barrel, aiming with precision. They worked tirelessly, their backs aching, their hands blistered, but their spirits unbroken. Each round fire was a promise to the infantry ahead, a shield of thunder protecting their advance. At Monte Cassino, the world witnessed the true power of the 240mm. German strongholds in the ancient monastery resisted wave after wave of assault, but when the heavy guns opened fire, stone walls centuries old disintegrated. Soldiers cheered at the sound of the bombardment, knowing the impossible was finally within reach. For the Germans, it was a nightmare. Prisoners later spoke of the crushing fear, the hopelessness of facing such a weapon. Some admitted that the sound of the howitzer's shells haunted them more than the battles themselves. The whistle of the incoming round became the soundtrack of dread, a signal that death had found them, no matter how deep they hid. Yet within the chaos, the men of the howitzer crews felt pride. Their weapon was not just steel and fire. It was a symbol of American resolve. With every thunderous shot, they carried their brothers forward, breaking the enemy's will, rewriting the battlefield in smoke and ruin. When the war ended, the giants of steel were retired, but their legend lived on. The 240mm howitzer was remembered as a hammer of victory, a weapon that terrified the enemy and inspired the men who served beside it. Even in silence, it remains a monument to the power, sacrifice, and unshakable courage of those who stood behind the gun.